Hi, Checotah Intermediate students. This is Reading with Mrs. Brinsfield, Week 5, Lesson 2, and it's titled Compare and Contrast. So you probably remember when you compare a couple of different things, you're telling the ways they are alike. And when you contrast a couple of things, could be more than a couple, you're telling how they're different. And if you would also remember that when we worked on this, let me enlarge this picture a bit. Ooh, wow. That we used a Venn diagram to compare a couple of things. So a Venn diagram lets you list ways that they are alike in the middle, and the ways one thing is different on one side and the other thing is different on the other side. So let's look at this story. It's titled Football and Soccer. Go ahead and read along with me the directions. It says read the following information about football and soccer. Then fill in the Venn diagram to show the similarities and differences between the two sports. This little story about football and soccer has 2 paragraphs. And you can see by where it's indented, this one is mainly talking about football. I could tell that just by the first word. And then this second paragraph, where it's indented here, is talking about soccer mainly. So let's go ahead and read these paragraphs. Follow along with me. Football is played mainly in the United States and Canada. It is played with an oval ball on a field that is about 110 meters long and 49 meters wide. And if you notice that little asterisk right there, goes along with this information here, and it tells you in yards, that's about 120 yards by a little over 53 yards. So that's the equivalent from meters to yards. It is played with 2 teams of 11 players each. The players are required to wear protective equipment because of the game's physical contact, which includes tackling. The game starts with a kickoff. Then players run or pass the ball to try to score a touchdown, which is 6 points. Soccer is played all over the world. It is played with a round ball on a field that varies from 91 to 119 meters long and 46 to 91 meters wide. It is played with 2 teams of 11 players each. Shin guards are the only protective gear worn. The game starts with a kickoff. Then players kick or head the ball to try to score a goal, which is 1 point. So what I would like for you to do, and let's do one thing together. Let's try something that would fit in here that they both have that we're going to compare and tell how they are alike. So football is played mainly in the United States and Canada. Was that like soccer? It says it's played all over the world. So that would be a little bit different, wouldn't it? Okay, let's go here. It is played with an oval ball on a field that is about 110 meters long and 49 meters wide. Well, let's go. It is played with a round ball on a field that varies, and then it gives the distances here. So that would be things that are different. Okay, let's go to that third sentence. It is played with 2 teams of 11 players each. It is played with 2 teams of 11 players each. So that would work for the way that they are the same. So I would write, it is played with, or I could just say played with 2 teams of 11 players each. So that would be one thing that they would have in common. When you're comparing, you're telling what they have in common or how they are alike. So I would like for you to fill in 3 ways that they're alike, that you're comparing, and 3 ways that football is different from soccer, so you're contrasting there. And then 3 ways that soccer is different, so that you're contrasting there also. Notice how they did the football in the shape kind of a football and the soccer in the shape of a round ball. So that was kind of fun. All right, so if you would do that and email me your responses, and you could put the name of the lesson, which is compare and contrast, and email it to cbrinsfield@checotah.k12.ok.us, and go ahead and list out the ways that football's different, at least 3 things, the way that soccer is different, and 3 ways that they're the same, where you're comparing. I would love to hear that. So if you would just take the time to write it on notebook paper, take a picture of it and email it to me, or you could just type in when you're emailing in the body of the email your responses. I would love to know that. So I will be talking to you again very soon. Take care. Enjoy this time with your family, and bye for now.